Hi, I'm Lai. Welcome to Discount Dive, the show where when I say I have that dog in me, this is the one I'm talking about. Kind of a shame that all the Beast Wars reissues seem to have flopped pretty bad. Maybe it's the fact that they went to Walmart and either nobody goes to your Walmart or the people who want to go to your Walmart end up going to a Walmart that has none of the figures you're looking for. I hate Walmart, but I stepped into Ross for the first time in months yesterday, and what did I come across but a $10 K-9, presumably named after the police dog, but we're not going to hold that against him. I'm not going to assume that that's why he chose the name. Maybe it has some Cybertronian significance. And even though K-9 wouldn't be my first choice of the reissues, I mean, my first choices were Cybershark and Retrax, who I already purchased at full price. No regrets. They're fun. Probably would have preferred an Iguanus, even Wolfang, because, you know, no cop imagery. It was still definitely a treat to see him. Beast Wars packaging is so much fun. Remember when they used to have, like, bios in multiple languages? Stat readouts. How's he doing? On a 10 scale, he is woefully underpowered with firepower. He's moderately speedy, which I feel like he should be faster, especially if he's trying to be a canine dog. Like, how are you gonna wrongfully imprison people at this speed? But he's smart, so like, that's cool, bud. But then not strong at all. This guy's kind of washed. Always alert thanks to his lightning fast reflexes and ultra sensitive canine nose. When it comes to combat, his bite is definitely worse than his bark. I don't think that's true, because his physical bite is a 5 out of 10 and his firepower bite is a 4. So like, I don't know if the Maximals are sending their best on this one. I think I've messed with this mold before. I'm pretty sure an incomplete K9 was one of the toys I played with in my childhood from my uncle's collection. So I kind of know what to expect, but in a more real sense, I have no idea what to expect. All I'm really hoping for, as with most Beast Wars toys, is some spring-loaded joy. So slippery, so wet and moist, and other words denoting dripping. Popping a bubble, popping a bubble, popping a bubble, poppy pop pop. Remember when the Nostalgia Critic said that? What did he mean? What do you mean by that? Why do you say poppity pop pop pop? Hello? Hello? There we go. Okay. Pay your respects to the Beast Wars eye. I've been thinking of getting this tattooed, actually. I think that'd be fun. I really do like Beast Wars. Are his accessories just all in him? Are they on him and in him? Anima? More like enema? Enema? Anything? Is this anything? I just woke up. Leave me alone. Sorry. A little bit careful. I know he has like a tail gun, as many a Beast Warser does. Has missiles. Do they store in his boob? Does his booba have storage for the gun, for the missiles? It looks like it. Or he's got some really upsetting protrusions. Oh, wait, is this supposed to? Oh, okay. So this is supposed to untab from there. Okay. Whoops. Classic Beast Wars ball joints, and then just a little slippery. Yeah, there we go. Good boy. And then I'm pretty sure this is like a whole thing to just maybe not the most elegant transformation. And then I think the wolf head just splits right apart. Oh wow, that is a I mean, obviously it's like a battle mask, kind of glossy, a little too creamy. What does his normal face look like? So front on, it looks kind of normal, a little grumpy, but like, why is it so receded? Why is his chin so ridiculously long? What is this? That's really good. He does have a cop face though. Let's put this back. Oh yeah. Am I missing any steps? Well, obviously you're gonna want to take these out. That is neat. Tidy weapon storage. Some little nondescript missiles. A little bit pickaxey. Chicken jockeys. Are we still doing that? Ooh, and then once you take those out, you can... Oh wait, you could have done it before. Never mind. Well, okay, but still, that's a nice trick. I always appreciate little differences between like beast mode and robot mode. Like they didn't have to make that move, but they did. And I'd say it improves the look. Are they supposed to be like facing that way? A little bit of shoulder pauldron action? And do these really just sit on the side like that? Jarvis, consult the back of the box. You can find our name, where we run, no one's chasing us. Wait, do these go further? No, because there's like no mechanism here. There's no additional thing. So the legs do just sit here, I'm pretty sure. Pretty confident in that. These do become shoulder pauldrons. Look at him with his cute little dog legs. Who's a good boy? Flip these forward. Okay. Is it weird to say that this makes it look kind of horse-like? Like this looks like a horse, maybe a deer foot? Horse, deer foot, deer horsen footin', deer Evan horsen. We've been way too out of touch. What do you think he meant when he said, I've learned to slam on the brake before and it popped off? I think that's God telling me to stop. They do fill out very nicely when you actually flip them down, but because they are Beast Wars reissues, the ball joints are pretty floppy. Okay, this doesn't feel terrible. Like it'll stand up. It's not gonna hold any, yeah. yeah, not gonna hold any weight. We can always fix that up with some goo. Fine, we'll pull his fed face back out. This is pretty neat, honestly. Like, it does suffer from the Beast Wars panel forming a little bit. These are pretty in the way, and especially I think the stuff on the arms is the worst part. It does hinder a little bit, although because everything's on ball joints, it means you can get stuff out of the way if you really want to go posing on it. Yeah, you can get him in a little bit of a running pose. The Running Man starring Glenn Powell and Michael Cera. K. Sarah, Michael Cera, K. Cera, K. Michael Cera, Jan Michael Vincent, whatever, shut up. Even just little things like having the hilts be deployable, the handles rather. Girl is surprised by the basic things. This girl still gets excited at basic things. This girl is excited. This girl is a wrap. What's Firepower looking like? Well, pretty limp, but I guess that is canonically true given his stat readout. And then the entirety of the back half of his alt mode just pops on here. It's a little undignified, maybe. There is enough clearance to hold it off to the side like a shield, which I always appreciate for shields. Guess you can always spin the dog leg back, give it a little more breathing room. Oh, come on. Somebody get this dog a shield. I don't have much of a problem with the shell forming nature of a lot of Beast Wars toys. And one of the things I really enjoy about it is that it allows for the robot and the alt modes to look very different color-wise. Like, most of this white is hidden in dog mode. I just think that's a really cool thing. Like, obviously both modes are going to look different, but to have a completely different color palette, I love stuff like that. It's neat. So you can put one missile in here at a time. Shwing. Is there any storage for them outside of just giving him a gross little... Well, actually, I think a lot of people are into this. One rod, one hole. Yeah, this is maybe not the most elegant weapon storage. Unless I'm missing some secret trick. It's not saying there's anything on the instructions. If they were just like a little bit shorter, I get that they had to be longer so children don't like choke to death on them or whatever loser reason they give. The arch parts forming like an external rib cage is sick, but there's nothing that I like about this. This is just upsetting to look at. I think he's a pretty bog standard 90s figure, but not in a bad way. Let's transform him back, see how that feels. Got a big bushy tail. That's what the mask is! Come on, dude. I'm gonna put so much goo in you, brother. Brother, you're in for son of a... The only figure who can tell me when to stop doing bits. I do really enjoy this part of the transformation. Like, it's a pretty simple idea for the leg, but the fact that it just so tidily folds back up. I like that the heel opens to go below and then the toes go above. It's just neat. I love neat things like that. Neat and tidy things. These are a few of my favorite things. Raindrops on roses and brown in my bricks. Brown brick. Have I done something wrong? Or does it... Is it... Wait, wrong way? No, I think that's right. And then just a little more digidegrade than that. Okay, yeah, like that, like that. And you pop this on top. Although a thought about this. So obviously in robot mode, this just operates as his shield. So in beast mode, is this just like the only super durable part of him? This isn't a perfect comparison because turtles have nerves in their shells, but is it kind of like a big turtle shell? Or does he always feel pain from it? And so using it as a shield is like a monstrous exercise in... So the word I was looking for was masochism, and the word I almost said was misogyny, and now that I've confessed that to you, you can't tell anyone, because that is really embarrassing. Some food for thought. Hardback Henry over here. For $10, I really can't find it in myself to complain much about this. I love the Beast Wars figures, I like the basics figures, and I think this is a step up from the basics. The spring-loaded gimmick is not as powerful as Scorpionox, but I don't think anything is as powerful as that. Dog mode is a little bit of a brick, and I'd say the only real complaint I can make about it is that the fists are kind of just sticking out here. And yeah, the robot mode is a little kibbly, but it is Beast Wars. That was kind of the style of the time. And he's cute. He's cute and he's fun. He's a good guard dog with very terrible stats, so maybe he actually isn't a very good guard dog. The gradient paint still looks good. A little bit of, you know, funky spray here and there. Screw holes on the tail. You can pick them apart if you want. Cancel me for all I care. But I think if you go in just wanting to have a good time with a little good boy. Oh, who's a good boy? You're a good boy. And I think you'll have a good time. Maybe lose those. I don't think the double boner missile is much of a loss. Now I kind of want to go on a Ross hunt to see if I can find iguanas. Even enjoying something, it's not enough. I gotta just keep buying, keep consuming. Maybe something I should think about. Or we don't, and we keep buying more cool robots. Just the... Wait, how does it go? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us.